What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live to talk about the upcoming overlay DFS slate. So, as you can tell, the progressive side, we don't have a slate today, only for this upcoming Sunday. So, I'm going to focus on the new matchup shop picks. So, I'm going to go over basically, I'm not playing MLB today, so I'm going to cancel out those. I am playing NBA and Thursday night football. It's a great day. We got NFL back. I'm pretty hyped about it. It's going to be a great first game. So let's go over the NBA slate first with the Rockets and Lakers. So this is kind of a big matchup because we're still missing Daniel House on the Rockets side. So that opens up minutes, of course. And so the series is at 2-1. This is game 4. The Lakers are up. So sorry about that. My allergies are pretty bad. So starting off, let's go over the NBA slate. Like I said, LeBron James versus Russell Westbrook. So I'm leaning towards the LeBron James side. I think that he does better than Westbrook, even though Westbrook has stepped up his game. But I'm not going to put a bunch of money on that pick. So I'm kind of just going to keep scrolling. LeBron James versus Anthony Davis. I think that LeBron James is the more all-around player in this series. He stepped up in playoff form, but don't get me wrong, Anthony Davis can come out swinging. The one matchup, though, I'm looking at is LeBron James versus James Harden. I think that LeBron James does better than James Harden anytime in this series. James Harden has Westbrook back, so he's not in the complete form. So I'm leaning towards LeBron James, but again, I'm not going to parlay that one. I might just do a single bet, but we'll go over that all after. So James Harden versus Westbrook, that's a tough one to me. So because both of those guys could step up, so kind of just watch out for that matchup too. Now the matchup I'm liking is Anthony Davis over James Harden. He's the plus side, so he's the underdog in this matchup. I'm taking Anthony Davis over James Harden easily. But here's the matchup. Here are the two matchups that I'm really pounding in on. Is Rajon Rondo versus Kyle Kuzma and Rajon Rondo versus PJ Tucker. Rondo is in playoff form. He is ready to go in these playoff games. He's made the Lakers look 10 times better. Sorry, guys. Anyways, he's made them look 10 times better. I'm all over Rondo, and I'm pounding these two bets. Money-wise, I'm locking those two in. You can parlay those. You can do straight bets. That's where half my money's going. Westbrook versus Rondo. I'm staying away from this Rondo matchup, though, because I'm leaning towards Westbrook. Harden versus Rondo. That's a tough one to me. Again, I'm kind of leaning towards Harden. And these are just basically garbage plays with Caldwell Pope and Markieff Morris, even though I think Markieff Morris does better because he's gotten the minutes. He's stepped up with McGee and Howard out because McGee's only playing like 5 minutes. Covington versus Eric Gordon. Gordon finally had his floor game, and his shot was not falling. Give me Covington. Jeff Green versus Danny Green, Battle of the Greens. Give me Jeff Green, who has stepped up for Daniel House being out. PJ Tucker versus Kyle Kuzma. I'm leaning towards PJ Tucker, but that's a toss-up. Danny Green and Caruso is another 50-50 toss-up. Let's go down to the NFL slate. So let's go over our matchups. We have 7 matchups. We can put down $2 as a parlay and win $122 if we get all these right. That's a lot of money. So if you think all these basically hit, then go for it. So that's basically what we're looking at. So let's go over the NFL slate now. Patrick Mahomes versus Deshaun Watson. That's going to be the battle of the quarterbacks. So I'm staying away from that one. Tyreek Hill versus Travis Kelce. Now, if Tyreek Hill does not have a good game, that means Kelce's going off. So give me the more consistent guy in Travis Kelce. Clyde Edwards-Hilaire versus David Johnson. Now, both of these backs are pass options. So, I want to see how them two play out. Because David Johnson is on a new team. He's the lead back. Clyde Edwards-Hilaire is stepping up with Damian Williams out. So, I want to see that matchup first before I go after it. Now, this is the matchup I'm liking. Will Fuller versus Brandon Cooks. So, Cooks right now is questionable. But he could step up for this team as Will Fuller is the number one wide receiver. So, I want to see that matchup too. The one I'm confident in, though, is Randall Cobb over Duke Johnson. Randall Cobb is going to be a sneaky play tonight on all formats, and I'm all over that play. Nicole Hartman versus Kenny Stills. Now, if Brandon Cooks is out, Kenny Stills is going to step up. Now, if Brandon Cooks is in, which I think he will be, Nicole Hartman is the better play. And I'm not taking the battle of the kickers. This is going to be a huge night tonight, so I'm off of that. So that pretty much wraps it up, guys. That gives you the matchup shop picks that I'm liking and most confident in. And I hope everybody has a great day with NFL back. And be on the lookout for my articles coming out later tonight on my Twitter. And have a good one, everybody.